I'd like to welcome you to the Lunenburg Zoning Board of Appeals. I'm going to tell you how the hearing will proceed. However, I have to read you a notification first. This hearing is being recorded in accordance with the requirements of the open meeting law. Please be advised that this meeting will be broadcast live through local access cable, on Facebook Live, on the Public Access Facebook page, and will be found on the Lunenburg Public Access YouTube channel within 24 hours after the meeting. I'd like to introduce the board. I'm Alfred Gravel, James Bezikoski, David Blatt, Tony Nicastro, and Don Gurney. The way the hearing will proceed is, I guess I will read the submitted communications. The applicant will have the opportunity for comments on their application or submission of additional documents. You'll please come forward to the mic, give your name and address. Board members will have the opportunity to ask questions that they might have on the application while you're at the mic. There will be a public comment period. If we end up with any public, you'll please come forward to the mic, give your name and address, and please address all comments and questions to the board. And with that, tonight's hearing is a petition of Gregory Roy, 1 Main Street, Lunenburg, Mass. Property which is the subject of the case is located at 32 Spring Street, Lunenburg, Mass. They are seeking a special permit for dimensional variation to reduce minimum lot size to construct a new dwelling. Project address again is 32 Spring Street, Assessors Map 122, Assessors Parcel 71. Application type, a special permit, MLG 40A, Section 9. Was a written zoning determination or a denial issued or received? And the answer is yes. Project description, this application seeks relief for the minimum lot area requirements of the RB zoning districts. See attached cover letter for additional information. Article Code of Lunenburg Section 250-5.1b. Water supply is private, sewage disposal system private, property type residential. Applicants, Caroline Griffiths, Lunenburg 01462, and that is that. We do have the abutters list. We have a plan that locates where the lot parcel is. The abutters list, we do have the facts that it was paid. The lot size is 54,433 square feet. That's the existing, and the proposed is the same, 54,433. There is a quick claim deed. We do have a letter. The purpose of the letter is to provide written authorization to allow staff from Dillis & Roy Civil Design Group, Inc. to represent the proposed project at 32 Spring Street. And I know that they answered the questions.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the questions that they answered are as follows. Please describe how the proposed action will prevent conditions that are injurious or dangerous to the public health, unduly hazardous because of traffic congestion, danger of fire or explosion. The answer, the proposed project includes the construction of a residential dwelling with new septic system and well that have been designed in accordance with Title V and Local Board of Health requirements. Spring Street is a relatively short, dead-end street with light traffic load. It is not expected that the proposed project will have any impact on traffic congestion in the area. Finally, the proposed use of the property does not constitute a risk of fire explosion. Question, please describe any material adverse effects on the value of land and buildings in the neighborhood or the amenities of the neighborhood. The proposed project includes the construction of a new dwelling which will be constructed to modern-day codes and architectural standards. It is not expected to negatively impact the amenities of the neighborhood. Please describe how the proposed use or activity will operate with reasonable regard for order and sightliness if an open use. The proposed project includes the construction of a new dwelling which will be constructed to modern-day codes and architectural standards. Please describe how the proposed action will be reduced and will prevent noise, vibration, dust, odor, heat, glare, that is clearly at the lot lines and amounts clearly detrimental to the normal use of adjacent properties. The proposed use of the property will be residential. As such, the project is not expected to create noise, vibration, dust, odor, heat, or glare that would be detrimental to adjacent properties. Additional information is relative to the application of the Code of Lunenburg. It says to see the attached cover letter for a history of the project. There is a history of the project from Dillis and Roy, but I am not going to read it. I will let them address it. And with that, I would invite you to speak to the application.
Thank you very much. Greg Roy with Dillis and Roy, representing the applicant this evening. Sorry if I'm looking over my glasses at you. I'm still getting used to these things.
Yes.
I've reached that age.
Yeah, I hear you.
So this is a project that we've been working on for a year or so. We actually put an A&R plan on record. We endorsed the plan, and it was signed. We prepared the plan, submitted it to the planning board, and it was endorsed by the planning board about a year ago, I think it was. And effectively, what we are intending to do, this lot is owned. The lot in red, so the larger outline that I have shown here on the plan, is approximately just over 60,000 square feet. That's the way it exists, as it has existed historically. It's owned by Mrs. Griffiths, who lives across the street. The house is across the street, and the septic system is on this lot. So the septic system that services the existing house is on the subject parcel at 32 Spring Street. Other than the presence of the septic system, it's a vacant lot. It's always been a vacant lot. There's no structure on the lot or other improvements. When we did the A&R plan, our intention solely was to carve out a parcel, a non-buildable lot, which I'm showing in blue, which is the area where the septic system is, so that the property, the remaining land, which we refer to as Lot 1, could be conveyed for the purposes, as we mentioned in our application, for the construction of a single-family home. The lot in question, at the time we did the A&R plan, we truthfully did not catch the fact that it was a divided zoning district. So the frontage of the lot is in the RA zoning district, and I have the zoning district shown in orange, if you can see that on the plan. It's a little hard to see, but it goes north to south through the middle of the property. We had interpreted the underlying zoning to be RA at the time we did the A&R plan. The lot complies with RA zoning because it's 60,000 square feet. It has the prerequisite frontage. The subdivided Lot 1, which is 52,000 and some change, also complies with RA zoning standards. And so we prepared the A&R plan, zipped it into planning board. They endorsed it. We put it on record. The applicant was looking to convey the property to a developer. I think there was a form of intent filed by a prospective buyer several months ago, and because of the presence of the zoning district line, we do not comply with RB zoning district requirements. So if you use the RB zoning district requirements, which is again the rear portion of the lot, RB of course requires 80,000 square feet of land area, and we do not meet it. So effectively what the building commissioner's determination is that the existing lot, in virtue of the fact that it had less than 80,000 square feet, was a pre-existing non-conforming lot. When we created Parcel A, we effectively made it more non-conforming. Now, it has not been deeded or conveyed yet, so technically, we have done a plan, but technically it has not been formally created. It's not really formally created until the deed is conveyed. I wanted to point that out. But the remedy is to come here this evening and ask you for a dimensional special permit to reduce the required lot area for Lot 1 from 80,000 square feet, which would be required in the RB zoning district, down to 52,433 square feet. And the reason we dare do that is because if this was not subdivided as parcel A, it would be a buildable lot. It would be a non-conforming buildable lot. It has never been owned in common ownership with an adjacent parcel, so there's no merger that's historically happened. So there could be a single-family house built there essentially by right. It can be built in complete conformance with current offsets. We're not proposing any dimensional offset variations with the house. After the subdivision of parcel A, although it's more non-conforming, we're still only proposing one buildable lot. So the parcel A is going to be kept with the existing house across the street because it has the septic system. And lot 1 would be conveyed, for the purposes of constructing a single-family lot. So that's really the nut of why we're here this evening. Just sort of one of those situations where we have that zoning split. It's a little bit of an odd situation in this case, where you have the frontage in the less restrictive zoning district, and it's just being interpreted that we need to conform with the most restrictive zoning district. So I think that's it. The proposed house, I think I just said it, but the proposed house will also comply completely with zone. We're not asking for any variation from any front, side, or rear yard setbacks. It'll comply with all of those. I think we said it in our initial, I think you read it, Mr. Chair, but we have done soil testing on the lot and approved and designed actually a septic system for the lot already. So I think that's it. It's really just asking for that relief so that essentially the other option for this would be to instead of creating a parcel that would be kept, in fee with the house, we'd have to create an easement for that, and we could still convey the historical lot 1 to a developer to build, or to an end user to build a house. Mrs. Griffiths would just retain an easement on it. This just seemed like a lot cleaner way to do it, so that there's just a clean split. We don't have to have any easements and things. So that's really why we're here.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So how much is on B and how much is in Residence A?
Yeah, so I have a table. I don't know if you folks have the plan that you can see, but we put a table on the bottom of the plan.
I don't think we have that, do we?
Okay. You may not. I'll read them for you. There is, on Lot 1, there is a total of 14,407 feet in Residence A and 38,026 square feet in Residence B. So that totals the 52,433 square feet. Parcel A is predominantly in the Residence A. There's 7,972 square feet, and there's a small back corner which is 459 square feet. Lot 1 will have the prerequisite 125 feet of frontage. It has 133.69 feet of frontage, so it's in excess of the required frontage. The historical lot, just for your reference, so the existing lot that with Lot 1 and Parcel A combined, there was 22,379 square feet in the Residence A, and there was 38,485 square feet in the Residence A. So that's why I say if we're being held to Residence A standards, we did not have the prerequisite amount, or excuse me, if we're being held to Residence B standards, we don't have the prerequisite amount, even in the existing condition.
Okay. So the way it is now, you're saying that the existing house is on the opposite side?
That's correct.
Of Spring Street?
Yep.
The septic system is on Lot 1, or Lot A, whichever.
It's on Parcel A, yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the area of the existing lot where they're showing as Parcel A.
So that combined was a not pre-existing, non-conforming lot?
Yeah, it did not comply.
Okay.
The lot, the blue area, or the area we're highlighting in red, pre-existing condition does not comply with RB zoning requirements.
Okay, okay. So you're not trying to make two
Correct. That's
pre-existing non-conforming lots out of one non-conforming?
Exactly.
Oh,
We're taking one pre-existing non-conforming lot, we are making it slightly more non-conforming, but at the end of the day, we're not proposing two houses or two house lots, it's still one house lot.
Right.
It's just slightly smaller.
Right, because I was going to say, the one thing we don't generally ever do is make a non-conforming lot more non-conforming.
All right, well, so that's what we, to be fair, that's what we're asking you to do.
Right.
But the only reason we dare do that is because it's just cleaning up an issue that we have with a septic system across the street, and it's allowing that parcel of land to be in fee kept with, with the deed for that existing house, instead of having to do it with an easement.
Right, right. I agree, it's kind of an unusual situation
Yeah.
that's before us. I'll open up to the board.
So the house across the street has a septic line that goes under the road to that blue lot,
That's correct.
and you want to have the new lot be all the rest of the white, the top two squares, the one on the left and the front one,
Yeah, the new lot would,
into one lot for a buildable house lot.
right, so I'll circle it with my finger here just for clarity.
Okay.
The other rectangles are abutting residences.
The other rectangles are what?
The butters.
Oh, butters?
Yeah,
Those are separate parcels altogether.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
you bet.
other questions?
Sure, I tried to read the deed. And in the deed, they talk about 3 parcels.
Okay?
So,
Yeah, there actually are, yeah.
so.
I can
how
help-
does
I can help
this-
you with that.
Okay, is this blue area one of those parcels?
No. So we actually show it on the plan. It's very difficult to see, but. There's a dash line right here.
Okay, so it would have been that front section or the back section?
Yeah, there was the deed, I don't have the deed in front of me, but I think the deed described 2 separate parcels, but so those 2 are merged. Those 2.
Okay, that was my question, whether
Yes.
they've been physically merged.
Those are physically merged, for sure, because the back one doesn't even have any frontage, doesn't even have legal frontage. But there's a third lot on the other side of the street that's not connected to it at all.
That's what I figured
Right.
the third lot is the 31
Yeah,
Spring Street.
that's right, and that's not physically connected in any way,
Okay.
it doesn't touch the
I
property.
was hoping that was going to be a clean one where we just said, okay,
Right.
you just,
Right, no, not quite.
okay, all right. Right. And the septic lot, is there any way of removing the RB portion of that septic? Or do you need it?
Oh, the back
That
sliver?
upper triangle where.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to look at the,
I'm just, I know it's only 400 whatever
Yeah.
square feet.
It would-
It just would make it like a clean line or something to that effect.
yeah.
Does that have area for expansion? Of the-
It does, because we had to prove a reserve area.
Right.
On there too. So it has a leaching field that's built.
Yep.
And then we had to do soil testing for a reserve expansion area too, which we did.
Right.
So that area is larger than what we need for the primary area, but that's
Yeah.
why.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, I don't think I can stand here in good conscience and say that the line has to go exactly where we're showing it. There's probably a little bit of wiggle room, but I don't think we didn't make that overly big. So it probably needs to go pretty close to where we're showing it
All
based on the,
Understand. I was just, all it was is more to make it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
To make it a little, cleaner type of
Yeah.
thing. But other than that, no questions.
No questions, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. No questions, okay. All right. See if I have any more questions, I don't believe so.
There's no people here to,
No, there's no public, so there's no sense asking public.
but I think we
If they're watching at home, they gotta get.
start getting a,
Okay. Okay. I think you've answered my questions as well. Okay. All right, and if there's no more questions from the board, I'll bring it back to the board and ask for a motion.
So I'll make a motion that we approve the special permit for the dimensional variation.
And I would just like you to mention the special circumstances of this case,
Correct, okay.
because I don't want,
Yes. So I make a motion that we approve the special permit for the dimensional variation based on the special circumstances of the case where that, to allow that the septic system for 31 Spring Street would remain with the parcel for 31 Spring Street, and to make it a cleaner lot moving forward.
okay, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, I'll ask for a vote.
Aye.
All right?
Aye.
Aye.
And aye. Okay, with that, it's granted. I do have to read you the post,
I'll allow you to waive it if you want, but if you have to read it, you can.
I have to, well,
Okay.
I still have to read it.
All right, thank you.
The special permit is granted with contingency that the petitioner complies with all licenses, regulations, statutes, ordinance of any and all applicable local, state, federal boards or agencies with jurisdiction over the premises. The special permit is subject to a periodic review by the permit granting authority or the enforcement officer to ensure compliance with any conditions. Non-compliance to such conditions may result in revocation of this permit. A copy of the board's decision shall be filed with the town clerk within 14 days. Any party aggrieved by the board's decision may appeal to Superior Court 20 days after the decision is filed with the town clerk. After certification by the town clerk that 20 days have elapsed since the decision was filed, you should have it recorded in the Registry of Deeds. No special permit shall take effect until it has been recorded. And with that, we thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
see you.
If there's no other business in front of the board, I'll make.
The only thing I will mention, it's probably on TV, is that we are looking for a couple of applicants for the alternate positions open on the board. So if anybody's interested, you fill out a form up to the town hall. And with that, thank you.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right?
The meeting is adjourned. Take care, Greg.